In this video, we're discussing the coordinate grid or coordinate plane. And the coordinate plane or coordinate system is formed by the intersection of two number lines at a point that meet at their 0 points. So what that means is we have a vertical number line and then we have a horizontal number line, and where they're meeting right here, it's the 0 on the vertical and the 0 on the horizontal. So the x-axis is the horizontal, and that's the side-to-side line, like the horizon, on the number line, or on the coordinate plane, I'm sorry. The y-axis is the vertical, and that's the one that stands up and down. And a lot of students have trouble remembering the difference between the x and the y, and I want you to think of this little trick. When you have a question in class, you always put your hand straight up into the air and you say, why do I need to know that? Why is that going to be on my test? So the vertical line is the y. That's why you always ask why during class. So the x-coordinate is the first number in the ordered pair that corresponds to the number on the x-axis. So an ordered pair looks like this. So the first coordinate is going to be the x. The y-coordinate is going to be the second number in the ordered pair, and it corresponds to the number on the y-axis. So the second one is the y. An ordered pair is like I showed above. We have the x and y, and they're used to describe a location on a coordinate plane. The origin is the point at which the x-axis and the y-axis intersect on the coordinate plane. So that's right here. This is the origin right here in the middle. And the points for that are 0, 0, because 0 on the x, 0 on the y. And then the last thing is our quadrants, and they are the 4 sections formed when the two perpendicular number lines, so these number lines, meet and intersect to divide the coordinate plane into sections. They are labeled with Roman numerals. So we'll have I, and then double I, then triple I, and then IV for 4. Okay, so let's do some practice with these. The first 5 are plot. So we're going to plot the following points on the coordinate grid. So X, Y, walk and fly is our rhyme. So we're going to start at the middle always. We're going to walk +2, 1, 2. And then we're going to fly, which means up and down. We're going to do -3. So we're going to go down to -3. So that is point 1. Go back to the middle. X and Y, walk and fly. So we're going to walk to -8. And then we're going to fly to +4. We'll draw a point, and that's point 2. X and Y, walk and fly. So I'm going to start back at the middle. I'm going to walk to 3, fly to 5. And that's point 3. I want you to try point 4 and 5 on your own. So if we look at 4, X and Y, start at the middle, go over to -7, fly down to -2, which is right here. That's point 4. Point 5 is a little bit tricky because I have X and Y. Now, I don't walk anywhere because it's 0. So I'm going to stay here, but then I'm also going to fly 3. So right there on that crosshairs is 0.5. That one's a tricky one. And if it were written this way, say it were written 3, 0, I would have to walk 3, but then I don't fly any, so the point would really be here. Okay, let's look down below at the next one. It says identify the quadrant that each point would fall in. And remember, you can do the C for the coordinate grid. So this would be quadrant 1, and this would be quadrant 2, and this would be quadrant 3, and this would be quadrant 4. So it says identify the quadrant that each point would fall in. So I have 4, -7, x and y, walk and fly. So I have 4 walking and then -7 flying. So there's 0.6 and it's in quadrant 4. X and y, walk and fly. So I'm going to start at the middle, walk to -5, fly to -9. There's my point, 0.7. I'm in quadrant 3. Now, number 8 is a tricky one. Number 8, x and y, walk and fly. Because it has 0, I'm going to walk 2, but I'm not going to fly any. So there is my 0.8. And that's, we're going to write as it is on the x-axis. It's not in a quadrant, it's on an axis. I want you to do number 9 and number 10 on your own. So for number 9, x and y, walk and fly. Walk over to 8, fly to 8. I am in quadrant 1. And then number 10, x and y, walk and fly. Walk to -1, fly to 4. That's 0.10. And I am in quadrant 2.